Welcome back, thanks for tuning in. Today I'm using my nice new Gretsch guitar. Got it for Christmas and I lucky boy. Give it a try out on this latest video. What we're going to do is we're going to look at moving the minor blues scale down to major. I'll explain how it all goes in just a moment. So pull up a chair, grab your guitar, and let's have some fun. See you in a minute. Before we get going, what would be good is if you understood a little bit about your minor pentatonic scale shapes. I have done some videos on this and I'll put it in the description so you can go straight to it, have a look. I've done several videos on scales across the guitar neck, always worth taking a look at. So with that in mind, let's really get started. The blues scale is predominantly a minor scale with an added note, okay? The flat 5 or the blue note. So if we take out A minor pentatonic and just play, now if we add this little blue note here, flat 5, A7 there, makes it sound bluesy. So the way in which we can then transpose it, if you like, to a major blues is we simply move it down 3 frets and then play exactly the same, but we'll keep the A root. So we get this. Okay, so let's have some fun with it. We'll play a 12 bar idea. Okay, so what we can do is we play a little riff, for example. So what I'm doing there in A is starting on the root, on the 5th fret. I'm playing 3 and 4 on the A, 2 and 4 on the D, so 2, and then I'm sliding up. So from the 2 on the G, 4 on the G, slide up to the 6 on the G, play the 5th fret on the B, and then come back down again. So you get one more time. And then we could change it slightly using the same notes. Just going again, 5, 3, 4, 2, 4, 2 on the G, and then coming back to the 4 on the D, 4 on the G, back to the 4 on the D, finishing on the 2 on the G. So and if you've watched some of my other videos, you know that's a favourite little riff of mine. That kind of idea. So if we put those two pieces together, we can then have some more fun with it. Okay, so now let's take that through a 12 bar sequence. So if I wanted to move the A riff that I've just played, or part of the A riff, that'll make more sense in a minute. I'm going to just shift every piece of information up to the D note here. Okay, because just a quick recap, if I play my D minor pentatonic, shift it down 3 frets, I get exactly the same relative to the D. Okay, so I'm still getting the sound of that major pentatonic. So if I take that riff, exactly what I was doing before, and play it like this. Okay, or if I wanted to use the other one. So I've just taken everything up relative and moved it to the D position, starting on the 10th fret. So if I wanted to continue that, going up to the E, do exactly the same. We're going to shift that up 2 more frets. I've taken all that information and shifted it up 2 frets. There you go. Let's put it into context with a full 12 bar. So 4 bars in A. One of those riffs is 2 bars. Okay, so we're playing like 2 riffs, it's 4 bars. When we come up to the D, we can only play one of those riffs because it's 2 bars long. Back to the A, again we can only play 2 bars. When we come to the E, we're only playing 1 bar, so we can only play half of one of the riffs. So we get, okay, and then back to the A for 1 bar again. You may have noticed at the end there, I played the E note to finish. So what we're doing, of course, we're playing 1 bar of A, which would really only take me to, okay, so when it hits the E for the turnaround, I can play a little riff involving the E note, so and then finish it on the A7. Okay, so one more time all the way through. We've just looked at moving it identically across the guitar neck. If I wanted to stay within a lower position, if you like, I can take the same idea of the blues scale in minor, shifting it down 3 frets, with the root on the A string. Okay, so same theory applies if you know your minor pentatonic positions. So the second chord is the D7, the D. So we're going to root it from here. This is actually position 4 of your minor scale. So if you know your minor scales, and like I say, I'll put it in the description, we get position 4. Make it into a blues scale. Down 3 frets. Keep the D root and you get There you go. We want to do the same in E. So exactly the same theory. Take your E minor, E minor blues. 1, 2, 3. So a quick breakdown of that. We have shifted the minor down 3 frets, as we said. So what we're now doing is 5 on the A string, 2, 3, 4 on the D, 2 and 4 on the G, 3, 5 and 6 on the B, and then 2 and 5 on the high E. For the E, we'll be starting on the 7th fret. 7, 4, 5, 6, 4, 6, 5, 7, 8, 4, 5, and back again. This is what it would sound like. Give it a go. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video and you managed to get something from it. And I hope you enjoyed this guitar too. It sounds great, doesn't it? Okay, so if you enjoyed what you saw, please give us a like. Feel free to comment. And most importantly, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It all helps. And I'll keep doing what I do as always, and I'll see you next time. So thanks for now. Bye.